As requested in this video, I'm going to show you the setup if you would like to use your Tenlamp G10 mixer connected to a Fifine K688 dynamic microphone, connected to a laptop as a source of music, then using an Android device for TikTok live streaming. You can also use this setup for recording purposes to your Android device. Without further ado, let's get started. And now let me show you the things cables I will be using in the setup. Of course, this is the Tenlamp G10 mixer, and as I said earlier, I will be connecting this laptop here as a source of the background music. And this is an Android device. This is a Samsung S24 Ultra, just for reference. And this one here, this is the K688 Fifine dynamic microphone. Also, I will be using this OTG USB-C to USB-C. If you have the TRS or TRRS 3.5mm, you can use that because we will be using this one to connect this G10 mixer to that laptop. And of course, this earphone to monitor the audio. And these two cables here, you don't need to have both of them. Let's say, for example, if you have this one here, you're good enough. So this is XLR to 1/4 inch. And this one here is XLR male to female. And I do have here a fit head, mic preamp, and I'm going to show you when I'll be using this fit head. Okay, and now let me show you first the first setup. And now let's start the connection. First, let's connect this laptop to here as a source of our background music, and we'll be using this one here. So this is 3.5mm TRRS. As I said earlier, you can also use TRS, the one that has two lines on both ends. So just locate the headphone port of your laptop, and that's where the other end is gonna go. And then the other end, just find the one that says music. Okay, something like that. Okay. And next, let's connect this Android device to here. Technically, you can also use something like this, TRRS, and then you will use a USB-C headphone adapter. But just so you know, not all headphone adapter USB-C to 3.5mm female does work, because some of them only works for listening, but it will not work for recording. So it's kind of hard to find this kind of cable, I think, in my opinion. So anyway, we will not be using this one because, as I said, I think this is hard to find the right cable for you to be able to do streaming or recording. Might as well use this one. I think this cable is easier to find. Again, USB-C on both ends, OTG cable. Okay, so from here, what we will do is we will connect one end to here, the one that says OTG, and then the other end we will connect to this device. The only downfall here is in this connection, using this Android device, you are not charging your Android. So that means once it's low battery, then you have to stop recording or streaming. But anyway, just for easier setup, let's do it this way. And now let's connect this Fifine K688 dynamic microphone. Let's first use this one here. So again, if you have this kind of cable, so it looks like that, and you will connect this one to here. Anyway, there is only one port that this one would fit. So the one that says line in or mic input. And very self-explanatory, connect the other end to here. And lastly, we'll connect this earphone for audio monitoring. And it's just at the bottom here. You just pick one from here. And there it is. We are ready for the first setup. And there it is. This is pretty much your setup if you will be going live streaming on TikTok using this K688 dynamic microphone with this G10 mixer from the Tenlamp and connected to a laptop as a source of your music. Okay, and before we start live streaming on TikTok, Over here, make sure the main output volume is on high. If it's not at the max, just make sure it's on high. Otherwise, your audio output from your streaming will be low if this is something like that. So make sure it's up. I'm actually setting this one to the max. This monitor output on here, this does not affect your audio level from your streaming. So this is just for you to hear however loud you wanted it to be. Okay, and now let me start live streaming on TikTok. Okay, sound check. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound check. Plan is I will be syncing the audio output from this live streaming on TikTok to the other camera that I'm using right now, so that as you are watching the video, you can hear the actual audio from TikTok live streaming. Okay, so again, from here, whatever you're listening to, this is now the audio from your live streaming on TikTok. Okay, so right now, as you can see, my volume for the mic is 12. And by the way, you can actually tilt this one, something like that. But it's up to you. In this video, I will not be tilting it. Okay, so again, this is your mic volume. And since this is a dynamic microphone, that's why it has to be higher. But anyway, it's still up to you, however loud you wanted it to be. Okay, so again, sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to try or check how loud is your music, you can control it from here. So this one, the one that says music, or from the laptop itself. Okay, let's say, for example, let's play this music on here. Let's lower it first. Okay. Okay, and you can turn it up, something like that. Okay, and the max is 16. Okay, let's lower it again. And also, as I mentioned, you can control the volume from the laptop. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let's play this one again. Okay, and if I want to turn it up, I'm just gonna, okay, there you go. So in other words, you can control the wherever is the volume control of your laptop, then you can use that, or this one here. Pretty much sound effects, preloaded sound effects you can use, and of course the voice changer on here, you can use them as you like. Maybe let me show you a quick sample as if you are maybe singing on a TikTok live streaming. Okay, so from here, as you notice, my reverb depth and length, they're both at 0, and that is why you don't hear any effects. And also, you can technically just press the reverb preset on here, and you'll have some reverb or effects to your voice, whatever is your preference. So if I'm going to tap it once. Okay, so this is now shouting mode, sound check, testing 1, 2. So as you notice, even if the depth and length reverb here are set to 0, still, when you select one from here, you will have effects to your voice. From here, let's say you do not want to select a reverb preset from here, just simply move this up or turn this up, the reverb depth and length, so that your voice will have effects. Okay, sound check. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So again, that is if that's how you wanted it to be. But again, the reverb presets are available on here once you tap it, and you can just select one from here. Okay, and now let's maybe do a quick sample as if you are singing on TikTok live streaming. Maybe I'm gonna select the first one. Okay, so this is now KTV mode. Again, I am using a KTV mode from this Tenlamp G10 mixer. Okay, let's check first how loud is our background music. Okay, so it's not as loud. We should turn it up a little bit. Okay, maybe something like that. And by the way, if you think your background music is not loud enough, you can, of course, increase it from the laptop. So something like that. Let's set it to maybe 70, maybe 80. Okay, let's play it again. Okay, there it is. And you can still increase your volume from here. The max is 16. Okay, let's do it. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna set it to 13. There it is. So again, in other words, you can pretty much mix and match. It's something like that. So if it's too loud, you can lower it from here. If it's too low, you can increase it from the laptop. So whatever you like. Okay, and now let's do a quick sample. Ang pag-ibig mo'y di magbabago, ngunit ika'y lumalayo. Okay, there it is. So anyway, that's just a quick sample. So again, there are pretty much quite a few preset reverb on here if you want to select from there. And again, let's say for example, you think this echo or reverberation is too much. Of course, you can lower it. So from here, you can just press this or move this down, the reverb length. There it is. So this time, the reverberation is not as much if you want it that way. So again, pretty neat to have this two effects on here, or control the reverb depth and length. By the way, not all the sound cards out there has this kind of a mixer or sound card, because for some of the sound cards out there, there's only one button or control for you to be able to increase that or lower it. So anyway, it's your choice, whatever you wanted to pick or whatever you want to buy. Anyway, okay, so from here, let me show you using this other cable on here. So I'm just going to give you a heads up. If you're going to use this XLR male to female directly connected to the XLR port of this G10 mixer, it will not work. I have tried it. It will not work. So in my opinion, I think it's only for a condenser microphone. Now, I'm going to show you that it is still possible to connect this dynamic microphone, but with the use of this fithead or mic preamp fithead. Okay, so for that, I'm going to disconnect this microphone, and I will connect this XLR male to female, of course, as I said, with the use of this fithead. Okay, so I'm just going to lower my volume over here. Okay, so from here, as you notice, this is the XLR port, so I'm just going to connect one end, so something like that. And this other end, I'm going to connect this one to here. I'm just going to show you that there is no audio. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so right now I'm just going to turn this up again. Again, I connected directly this XLR male to female to this Fifine K688 dynamic microphone, and there is no audio. Okay, so from here I am going to remove it, and this time I'm going to use this fithead. Okay, there it is. And this time I really have to set my microphone to maybe a 5 because it's pretty loud. Connect this one to here. Okay, and from here you're not done. What you will do is you need to turn on the 48-volt power. Okay, there you go. So make sure to turn on the 48-volt phantom power right there. So now let me turn this main output again. So again, this is your audio level on your streaming. There it is. So I'm sure there is now audio again on my live streaming, or they can hear you now on your live streaming on TikTok. Again, this is now the audio output on your TikTok live streaming. So as you notice, it does work. And what is the difference here is that, as you notice, your mic volume is pretty low because the output of this one is super loud. So again, with this XLR male to female plus this fithead, your mic volume could be super duper loud. So I'm just going to set it to maybe number 5. Okay, there it is. And again, if you want to turn your reverb depth and length up, there it is. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4. So again, what I'm trying to point is you can use the XLR, so this one here, XLR to a 1/4 inch mic cable, or this one here, XLR male to female plus a fithead, and then make sure to turn on the 48-volt power. It's the button at the back. Okay. Thank you, Angelita. Thank you. Okay, so again, that is your option. So you could use this cable or this one here, but with the use of a fithead. Okay, maybe let's do another quick sample from here. Okay, I'm just gonna turn my reverb up from here, maybe something like that. So again, same volume. I'll use same volume of the background music, but I had to lower my mic volume here to number 5. Okay. Na ako'y sa'yo at ika'y akin lamang. Okay, there it is. So anyway, that should be your audio sample. If you will be using this kind of cable, of course, plus this fit head on here. And there it is. Pretty much that is all I can share for today. I hope this video gives you now an idea on how to connect your G10 mixer to a K688 dynamic microphone. So I gave you two options to connect them. And of course, the laptop as your source of background music, and this Android device to use for streaming or recording. And if you are curious, if you want to charge also your Android device, then use a cable or this kind of adapter. I call this one as USB-C camera adapter, because the one with the lightning, it's called lightning camera adapter. Thank you, Aya. So this is your other option if you want to charge your device while you are streaming or recording. By the way, if you'll be interested in getting this Tenlamp G10 mixer or this Fifine K688 dynamic microphone, I will be adding a link under the description below. And again, this is all I can share for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of videos, consider subscribing if you haven't done yet, and hit the notification bell so you're always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.